Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to round number 8 of the RSF1 F5 Division League Racing season here around Spain. Now today wasn't going to be one of my favourite tracks because I struggle, as you can see, with spinning problems as we spin in qualifying, but we do go into Q2. I struggle with grip and spins around here, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. But there isn't much I can do about it. I just tend to lose the back end quite massively a lot. But I've got a little bit of confidence going into this weekend. I've been practicing quite well. I've been setting decent laps. But I'm just hoping I can do enough to get ourselves into Q3, which we have. We've topped Q2 there on the medium tyres, as Mr. Blue Sky picks up a 5-place grid penalty. I don't know what he did. And you can see in front of us now, two Mercedes cars, or just in the middle of the track. Daniel P of 45 and also Hippo just in front of us, which ruins this lap. But we've already set one lap in this qualifying session, so we're going to have to come back in and box. And now you can see our best lap of the qualifying session. We're going to ride on board for the entirety of this lap as we come down the big long pit straight, coming down to braking about the 50-meter board. Get it about right, kiss the curb on the inside, don't touch the curb on the left here or it will spin you. Now around the right hand side corner, just full throttle if you can. If you can line it up perfectly, you can get on the full throttle and it'll be a brilliant lap. Now coming into the 4th gear corner, sometimes drop down to 3rd just to get the rotation, up to 4th, up to 5th for the acceleration. Now up to 6th gear, 7th, down into 2nd gear for this tight left-hander. Good acceleration off in 3rd gear. Now we come down to the tricky corner. If you touch the curb on the inside here, you will spin no matter what you do. We just about kiss it, but not enough to elevate our car to spin around. Down the inside now on the high-speed right-hander. Very easy to lose the back end there. We get away with it by kissing the curb on the inside and letting off the throttle slightly. Down into the hard braking of the left-hander. Just a slight hairpin. Now the uphill left-right. Very easy to lose the back end there as well. As you can see, we purpled the middle sector. Coming into the now technical section of the final few corners. Get the corner perfect there. Into the chicane, slightly miss the apex. Come off the final corner. Into the final corner now. Can we nail it and put ourselves on the provisional pole position? We can, with a 16.731. What a lap that was. And that is pole position by 0.6 of a second over Fruit Boy. Josh 3rd, Mr. Blue Sky 4th, Daniel P45 5th, Destroyer 6th, Petty 7th, MT the Mighty 8th, Hippo 9th, and Locker coming home in P10. But we topped that session by a mile. That lap was the perfect lap. But now we have a look at the championship standings, which, as you can see, Dano's top by 111 points. I'm second with 80, then Fruit Boy 76. So there is a 31-point gap between me and Dano at the moment. Hopefully we can do something in this race to close that gap by being on pole position. Dano, I didn't mention, was starting in P15, I believe. So we've got a good chance today to close the gap in the championship if we can get everything perfect. As you can see on the formation lap, you can see that the Aston Martin has just disappeared into the distance there, Fruit Boy. But now we gear up to the 5 red lights. And it's go, go, go here for the Spanish Grand Prix, round number 8 in RSF1. And it's a brilliant start from us. We're using all of our ERS to defend our way into turn 1. If we can get out of turn 1 and turn 2 without any issues, we could maybe be able to break away from the rest of the pack as they're battling side by side, Fruit Boy and Josh. Josh has managed to get in front of Fruit Boy. Well, I think it was stay in front of Fruit Boy because I can't remember which one qualified second. But he is in P2 now. But we're already nearly a second ahead after 4 corners. We are bolting. We're doing the right thing here, just trying to gap at the start of the race while everyone else is struggling on cold tyres, which I warmed up my tyres pretty well on the formation lap. So we're just trying to get away, try not to oversteer, have any moments like we just did there. And we're coming now round onto the second DRS straight, which will be activated on lap 3. And we are already a second ahead. And we are looking good already today. It's all about trying to avoid the spins. If we can avoid the spins today, we're on for a good race. As you can see, there's a McLaren miles out back already. I don't know what's happened to him, but he's miles away. And now we're coming into the final chicane. Very easy to bin the back end here. And we just about nail it through there. down the pit straight, and we're 1.6 seconds ahead already, obviously setting the fastest lap because we lead the race after lap 1. Now, can we do enough just to gap? You can see now we're going for another purple lap. Purple first and second sector, starting lap 3 now, where DRS will be activated. But we already have a 2.2 second gap. And you can see we've just absolutely left everybody for dead. You can see there's a dot in the distance there, spun. And you expect him not to be in the way. We're coming around the corner. We can see the McLaren in the middle of the track. He's reversed in front of us and put us in the fucking wall. What has he done there? RSF1 Kravitz has just reversed into us, forcing us into the fucking wall. And that has cost us our nearly 3-second lead and given us wing damage. What a fucking joke. Not happy about that a fucking all. What can you do though? It's absolute bullshit. And we now have wing damage, which we will probably have to pit to get rid of. Otherwise, we're going to lose a massive gap to Josh. We're going to drop behind Daniel. This is not ideal. What a joke. And it's not even our own fucking doing. We're in the pits, pitting for the hard tyres. Should have gone probably mediums to, I don't know, but then our other mediums are quite worn in qualifying. Or the other ones new. No, the other ones weren't new. We could have gone mediums. But then that would have been a struggle to go softs again because they can't do very many laps. But we're now on to the hard tyres. We're coming out in P8, I think it was, P7, P8. But obviously the game in the top corner is glitching out. And it seems to think we're in P4 and overtaking P4. Apparently we're now in P1. As Kravitz retires, rightfully so. Just so he's not in our fucking way anymore. Not happy at all, to be honest with you. And I'm not gonna play nice about it. It completely cost me any chance to win this race. Now it's damage limitations, and we've got to try and beat Dano, who is ahead of us. And I don't really know where ahead of us at the moment, but he is quite far ahead. We need to just do what we can to try and catch up with him. As we come out the pits, just in front of Locker. Locker comes out the pits just behind us, should I say. James Pay setting the fastest lap at 20.4. But now I'm just trying my very best, just see what I can do. The hard tyres will probably be a stretch to go to the end from here, but we can try our best to see if they can make it. We do need safety cars. We need a little bit of assistance to help us get back up the field, but without that it's going to be a struggle to get anything, as we're pushing as hard as we possibly can at the moment. But that's obviously going to kill the hard tyres way before the end of the race, and we won't be able to make it to the end of the race. So yeah, honestly guys, I don't know how to see it, but Hippo's retired. Will this bring out a safety car? And it does! It does bring out a safety car, which will close the field up now. Now what do we do? I presume we'll stay on the hard tyres. That's probably the best option here, staying on the hard tyres and run into maybe the end or close to the end. It might be the right decision, but also pitting for mediums might not be the worst idea, because you can go on to a set of mediums and then be rapid. But we stay on the hard as the safety car's coming in. You've got Destroyer. Daniel's gone around. Daniel has gone around on the safety car restart. We nearly join him, but just about saved the car. Now we're thinking about a move on Destroyer, who is burning DRS to stay in front of us. We're trying to use the slipstream to catch closer. Teasing about a move and deciding to let off the throttle and just sit behind him for now. But ridiculous situation there. Fucking livid that we're even in this position. We should be out front there with Josh, but it is what it is, I guess. We have to just take what we were given, and we were given an idiot, so we have to just work with it. And yeah, one thing I can tell you guys is he has decided to give up his driving seat for the foreseeable future, which is probably the best decision, because I wasn't the only person affected with his incompetence in this race. So yeah, it's not ideal. I'm not one person to speak badly about people, but he doesn't. If you're not ready to league race and you don't understand spatial awareness and what to do when you spin, you shouldn't league race. It's that simple. And yeah, I wasn't the only person that's had strong opinions on him, shall we say, after this race. But all we can do is focus down now, try and pass Destroyer as early as possible. As you can see, we're following very close. We're looking rapid right now. We're looking very fast on these hard compound tyre. But it's a case of, can we make the move without DRS assistance? I don't think so. I think we may have to sit behind and wait for the DRS to be activated, which I believe will be the next lap. probably the lap after actually, when it becomes effective for us. But we'll just sit behind Destroyer now and just settle into this. And as you can see, coming on to start lap 15, we're sat behind Destroyer. As you can see, the DRS is now activated, and we're going to go for this. ERS deployed massively, slipstream down the inside, try and cut back onto the line without getting in his way. Slightly miss our braking point because it's the first time we've had DRS in this race. And we do make the move. We're up into P2 on track. Now, can we make a move on Josh as we use the back end? We just about catch it. Very dangerous moment there for ourselves. But we can just carry on now and see what we can do. Josh is 1.9 seconds up the road. I think we could potentially catch Josh here, but we do need a little bit of luck to fall into our favour towards the end of the race, because these hard tyres will not get to the end. We do have a fresh set of medium tyres we can switch onto if a safety car comes out or anything, which would be ideal, but then we need to make sure we don't come out behind people and in a bit of a mess. As you can see now, Destroyer slipstreaming us now. We turn off the ERS, we realise he is catching us, we turn it back on. Just about coming into the corner, we see him at the last minute, turn out the corner, try to give him space, but I think we come together and Destroyer's around. That's unfortunate, but Fruit Boy's now out. The third place man in the championship, and it brings out a safety car. Now, pitting for mediums now, you can go to the end of this race. Will we do that? As you can see, Josh does that. Josh is in the pit for the medium tyres, and we are in for the mediums. Now, this is all about a good restart. If we can get a good restart, we have a good chance to win this race. Without a good restart, we could be in trouble. As we come out the pit lane in P7, right behind MT the Mighty and Timmer. Now, one thing I'll mention now, Timmer's been having connection problems in this race, as well as Fruit Boy, but Fruit Boy's obviously out. But Timmer's been having connection problems, and we need to be careful. And at the time I didn't know this, but afterwards I found out. But Destroyer's around! Destroyer's around on the restart! Now we're going to see if we can slipstream MT the Mighty. At this point we're a little bit frustrated, so we're going to go for a move down the inside of MT the Mighty. It's actually a nice move. Behind Timmer now. Timmer's just going along, and he disconnects in front of us! And we lose our front wing and our race is over. That is it, guys. That is it. There's no coming back from that. We're done. We're done. We're going to have to pit for another front wing. It's going to pit us onto a set of worn tyres. Worn medium tyres. Or we have to go onto the soft sort and go to the end anyway. We're done. We're done, guys. The race is over. And our chance at points are gone. As Dano gets past us, Mr. Blue Sky will probably pass us in a moment. Stars Orphan, our teammate, will pass us, but he has 10 seconds of penalties. This has just been a race where we've been cost the race by a load of other people, and it's an absolute fucking joke. The race has been taken away from us by other people, and it's one of those that when you're in a championship fight, it makes you think, have I actually got a chance at this championship? If it's going to cost me points like this, you know, stuff that's not even your own fault. And honestly, guys, without a safety car here, it's done. And I feel like the championship might be in trouble now, because if Dano gets good points today, he extends his championship lead. It's already 31 points going in this weekend. And yeah, I'm just not happy right now, guys. I'm recording this the day after the postcom. Because if I recorded it last night, I'd have been a little bit more vocal than I have been, because I'm very, very unimpressed. But yeah, it's bullshit, to be honest with you. But at this point, we're pushing as hard as we can. We get this corner slightly wrong, hit the curve, we go around. I'm not even going to big it up anymore. Obviously, we spin onto the racing line, but that's because we know no one's near us. If we knew somebody was near us, we would have gone off the track. But, you know, that's called common sense. Now, we're coming around the next corner, obviously losing the back end slightly. Destroyer, we notice, is right behind us, so what we do is the smart thing, pull to the side, let him go, because he's got warm tyres. Well, he's got working condition tyres. Our tyres are currently overheated after our spin, and obviously our head's gone as well. We're going to now pit, see if we can go onto the soft compound, and see how long they can last, really. This is now just to steal the fastest lap from anybody in the top 10. I know currently I have it, but somebody else will take it before the end here. So I'm going to go and take the fastest lap myself, because realistically, that's all I can do. It's not going to be a point for me. I'm not going to get a point today. But yeah, realistically, we need to do what we can to, I mean, just ruin somebody else's day. As you can see, we've come out the pits just in front of the race leader, actually. So we were very close to getting lapped after, you know, potentially going to be winning this race. But yeah, it's a joke. As you can see, coming around the final corner on what is our hot lap, and it's going to be an 18.695. Good lap that is, only 2 seconds off our qualifying pole position lap. Yeah, good lap. But now we just peter along now, just get towards the end of this Grand Prix. Lap 26 now. And yeah, if we can get to the end, that'll be great. If not, at this point, it doesn't really fucking matter anymore, does it really? Coming around, turn 4, run slightly wide. Most people would let off the throttle. I was really pissed off at this point. Got on the throttle, tried not to lose time, and we're around into the fucking wall and we're out.
That was a nasty
But to
hit.
be honest with you,
Turn
we
the
was out
engine off and
anyway.
wait for the
It was
marshals.
already damage limitations. I was already out this Grand Prix after the fucking incident on lap 4, lap 5, whatever lap it was. And yeah, I don't know what to say, guys. But that is it. That is our Spanish Grand Prix. Josh, apparently, we're looking at James Petty right now, but we're trying to look at Josh. Josh wins the race. James Petty's going to come home in P2 on track, but I think Locker will get P2 on penalties, maybe? No, Daniel will get P2 on penalties. Locker will get P3. Dano will be P5 or P4. That's going to be big for the championship. I think he'll be P5. That's very disappointing for ourselves. He's going to gain another 10 points on us, so he's going to be now 41 points ahead going into the next Grand Prix weekend, which is the Brazilian Grand Prix. Not very good there, but I'm gonna have to try my very best to try and claw some championship points back, because that's now 3-4 races in a row where we've lost points. Actually walked away with 0 points, I think. But yeah, very frustrating situation to be in. Yeah. But the positive of today is Kravitz has walked away from driving, which is probably for the best for everybody, because he didn't just cause me problems, he caused a couple other lads problems in this race. And yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying, guys. I might go on about it a little bit, but I'm just very frustrated as we do a lap of honour here with Josh. Decide to leave it in just so I can speak over the top. But congratulations to Josh. I would have liked to have been up the front battling with him, and I think I would have been without the problems. Dano gets driver of the day, coming from 15th to 5th. That was a good result for him. And yeah, what can you say, guys? There's the podium. You got a Ferrari, a Mercedes, and a Aston Martin in that order. So Aston Martin extend the championship lead as well, because also we had an incident with Stars Orphan, our teammate, who also got retired. And yeah, guys, not a good day. Not a good day for me, not a good day for AlphaTauri. Just not a good day in general. Looked really good on for the pace. Looked like I was going to win. Josh wins. Daniel P45 second. Locker third. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode. Sorry for the downbeat end. I've been Chris12LFC, and I will see you later.